All right, sorry about that. Dogs are dogs have to go when they have to go, right? Oh, hey, Randy. Hey, that looks like my dog. Yeah, well, Shih Poo, right? He's half Shih Tzu, half Poodle. So, um, okay. What's your favorite kind of music, and do you like all kinds of music? Well, surprisingly, I kind of like the like Linkin Park type music. Bit of a screamo type person, I guess, but I mean, I appreciate all kinds of music. The music from Wicked, I just saw Wicked the other day. Outstanding music. So really, I'm open to pretty much everything. I can't really put anything down. Um, who is the Mexican guy who did Wordle and had a lot of stats? He ran competitions, but has stopped now. Didn't you used to play there, Adam? His name had Wordle in it. The Mexican guy. I don't think that was me. Um, no. Yeah, Bosley is 12. He'll be 13 this year, of course. And CD is 8. We actually had the 2 dogs before we had any kids. We didn't think that kids were going to be a thing. So we decided that if we didn't end up having any children, we'd go to Paris for the Olympics that were just this past summer. But, on a good note, I didn't go to Paris because I have children now. So, uh, yeah. Bye, Mercy. I'll be done in about 20 minutes. But yeah, this has been a lot of fun. I like the banter. I like the comments. I have a lot of thoughts about the community and how people approach the games differently. But ultimately, I think if I really wanted to maximize everything I do, I would do any video, every game as a short. That way, I skip the having to make a short uh, part of the process. But at that point, it wouldn't be more of it'd be more of a just individual games. You'd have to click around. Whereas here, it's just one long thing. One game leads into the other, and that way you can post all your results in one spot. But I think for retention and for new viewers, they want to just watch one game. That's what they're interested in, and then they move on. Yeah, you're right, Tom. Kids are more entertaining than the Olympics. You know, I like playing with my kids as far as sports go. Even just you know, running around the house, kicking the ball around, just seeing their pure enjoyment and engagement in being physically active and learning. I mean, I went to school for teachers college as well, so I have that. Um, I don't want to say DNA. I have that intuition, that desire to see people learn and to grow, and of course, my wife does also being a teacher. So together, I think our kids are in a good spot as far as support goes. Yeah, grandkids, Tom. My parents and my wife's parents absolutely adore my kids. They think they're the best things ever. All the fun without the responsibility, right? Yeah, I'm not aware of this group of Wordle players with the Mexican and with art. Um, that must have been before my time. Yeah, Andrew, I see your comment about ages 2 and 3, but in my case, when my 2-year-old was just turning 2, my twins were being born. So that 2 to 3 age group for my older kid, and ultimately year 4 as well. I had 3 kids in diapers at the same time, so that was a bit of a time. I could definitely couldn't do what I do now during COVID. No chance. And I do realize, and I'm a bit jealous in a way of the fact that a lot of my fellow creators built up their channels during COVID when people were looking for stuff to do and people to watch. I mean, I'm not going to get to 108,000 subscribers like Ranked. Even getting to 7,000 or 6,000 like Doug and Art is going to be very difficult. That's not really my goal either, right? I didn't start this channel saying, hey, let's become number one, because by now people have their number ones. They have what they like. And I'm not different enough from everybody else to warrant people flocking to my channel, right? I'm not like this Kenny Holler guy, I think that Charles talks about, where he has host people on his channel and they make each other custom uh, Wordle puzzles and they compete against each other and that's never going to be me. I mean, Art and I aren't going to collaborate on a video and make each other puzzles. That's just not going to be our our MO, right? Your 5-year-old read 3 books. What is his grade level? He reads pretty much grade 3 books, like a book that an 8-year-old would read. He's reading now, including the words that probably they learn in grade 3. He's reading them now just because the kindergarten books are too easy. Like see Spot run. Spot runs fast. Like that's what his fellow classmates are reading. He's way past that. Yeah, it's kind of a funny story with the twins because we anticipated there being one, and then all of a sudden there's 2, right? It's like holy moly, uh, what's going on here? And that would have been middle of 2020, so right during the pandemic, right in the heart of the whole thing. We find out we're getting twins, and we have a 1.5-year-old already at home. So that's part of the reason we had to move to the house we're in now. Is there wouldn't have been enough room for 3 children and 2 dogs and 2 adults. Yeah, I saw that video, Charles, with Kenny Holler doing 11 letters. I think he had one with 34 letters or something. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious or something ridiculous like that. No, I don't think it's Charlotte's Web levels. Geo is. Um, I could get the book that he just read today, but there's some tough words in there. Like, what was it? I think there was the wicked. Most 5-year-olds would probably say wicked, but he knew it. My son could be gifted. Yeah, we signed him up for French immersion, which is an option here in Canada. So that's going to be starting in September. It's at another school, so he'll have to change schools again. He changed from one school already this year in the town we were living in now to the town we're living in now, and then next year he'll have to go to a brand new school with the French immersion kids. But at least at that point, they're all new. And they're all going over together to this new school. Essentially, it's French immersion is like private school, but not private, not at the private school prices. Let's say that. Yeah, he is a pretty smart guy. He's not the most athletic guy, which is okay. My other two are kind of inclined that way, so I get that aspect from them. But not everyone has to be an athlete. Um, that's okay. That's perfectly fine, as long as he doesn't just sit on a log and do nothing. Um, you know, there's active things you can do involved in academia. So some of the most smart people are astronauts, right? I'd say that's a very physical position. They're not athletic, but they're definitely physical. Definitely know how to use their bodies and keep their bodies in top form. So yeah, yeah. I think I saw on your channel, GeoWiz. I think I went on to it one time. You were singing a song, or you're doing a rap or something. If that was indeed you, that was pretty good. I did check that out one time. Yeah. Charles, I did listen to that song. It was a pretty short song, but it was pretty good. 2 minutes and 30 seconds or something. Stevie Wonder is definitely very talented. I will say that. Um, yeah. That's okay, Randy. It's somebody has to be last, and sometimes they underestimate you, right? I've been underestimated a couple times. Um, Even during these videos, it's like, how do you know that word? You're so busy with your kids. How do you have time to read all this stuff? Well, I find the time to read it, right? Like, maybe it's because it seems like I've come out of nowhere on the YouTube scene. It's like, this guy, why didn't you do this before if he was like this? But it was never an option. I never really investigated that. I never really went on YouTube. So, oh, you know who it was, Gio is? It was John. It was John that did the rap. That's who I'm thinking about. It was John. Sorry, the level of puzzle from Geo Wiz and John makes me think of them the same person, but they're not the same person. Yeah, it was John that did the rap. So, okay, so we have Gaelic immersion schools here, despite it being far from a Gaelic area. Okay, does anybody speak Gaelic? I also like a few songs from the Cars and from Bread. Is Bread a stage play, or is that a band? All right, I don't mind showing you a picture of my wife. No, maybe not. Save it for another time. I'll let her decide if she wants to be in the video or not, even her picture. Only 1% of Scots speak Gaelic. Okay. I mean, around here, I lived in Ottawa for a year with 2 university degrees because my wife was going to teachers college at Ottawa University. But I couldn't find a job even for that 1 year because I didn't speak French. So I worked at Tim Hortons, which is a coffee shop, 4 days a week, and then I worked at an after-school program for the other 5 days for 3 hours. So in total, I worked 47 hours a week plus whatever else I could get. But even with 2 university degrees in a place like Ottawa, that's what I had to do to make ends meet, was do a coffee shop job. Um, so it was a good life experience. I'll give you that, but not something I want for my kids. If they have the ability to speak 2 languages, it'll just open up more possibilities for them in the future. Okay, Bread is a '70s band. Is that kind of like Cream? Bread and Cream. Okay. Charles is still not into rap music. Well, neither is Art, so you're not alone. Yeah, we'll give this another 7 minutes, make it an hour, and then I think it's time for me to record the second video for tomorrow. Take on GeoWiz's Titanic puzzle, which I've heard is nasty. So, yeah. While I have you all here, I'll show you the slate, okay? If I can. Yeah. Okay. So I'll turn it around here just so you can see. All right. This is the slate. I have 2 from Melly. Okay. GeoWiz, this is tonight's. I have 3 from Randy. I have 3 from Lady A. Ellen has 5. And that's it. Okay. That's all I have left. Okay. So I'm down to, let's say, 12, maybe even 10 puzzles. So I definitely need some more. And I don't care if you go ahead and solve these ahead of time, because that's okay. But that's all I have left. So yeah, that's fine, Randy. You're probably up there with one of the highest amount of puzzles created. I have contemplated making custom connections its own video, but I mean, some days it's 20 minutes, some days it's 1. Like if I'm solving my own puzzle, it's going to be a 1-minute video. That's not even worth doing. So, so yeah, that's what I have for custom connections. I mean, I still really enjoy it. And I realized the fact that we had the week of Chaz, and he was gone for a week, so he kind of bull rushed his way into getting his puzzles all solved. But that's okay. It was nice to have a themed week. Maybe the themes are the way to go. I could do my own Fearless Friday or something like that. I see, for example, the crosswords that Chris Remo on Mondays only looks at the across clues. I mean, I'm not at that level yet, and I don't think I have the viewership for the crosswords, but really, Wordle's the only game you can do like a Fearless Friday starting word. It just gets people through the door, right? I mean, I don't want to steal his idea. I don't know. I also wanted my own starting word list, not have to just mooch off of Arts as well. So I'm just trying to make my own niche here. A theme week would work. Yeah. I realize there are a couple of people that are playing along with the Canadian starting words. I think Losh was doing that with me. I have noticed a couple of you in your results sometimes pick my starting word. Took, for example, was a good one. But it's hard to make yourself different enough in your video, content, but also stick to what people expect you to do. So it's challenging. I will say that, especially when there's maybe 15 to 20 great creators that are all striving to entertain the same group of people. So remember to hit the like button. Yeah, I know. Well, I was saying that for a couple days there, like, don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment. And then I saw another creator said, you'll notice that I never ask for people to like and subscribe or to leave a comment. Well, I don't know. I felt like that was being directed towards me, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just oversensitive about that. So, okay, you're all working on your puzzles, which is great. Yeah, thank you for that. Charles likes Angie from Rolling Stones and Running Down a Dream from Tom Petty. Yeah, those are great songs, great musicians. Charles, I also liked your song with Carrie Underwood and Papa Roach, Leave a Light On, I think. Great song. I have it on my computer and I listen to it almost every day. It's really, really good. One of the categories is Insane by GeoWiz. You'll be pushed to the limit in this way. You know what? You're not making it any easier on me. Remember to hit the like button. Yeah, I could see that, I guess. I'm not telling people to subscribe just because. And that's the other thing, too. If you say, please subscribe at the start of the video before somebody's even watched what you're doing, it's like you have to give them something to subscribe to before you ask them to subscribe. But if you wait too long in the video to say subscribe or to like or to comment, then most people are gone. So it's, I don't know what to do sometimes, right? Theme week would work, says Charles. Okay. I worry about the commitment you have to your channel, Adam, on top of career and family responsibilities. I would panic at the thought of days stretching ahead. Yeah, I'll have to probably cut back in the future, especially during the summer when refereeing is more taking up my time. I might have to go to like Art has now, where he plays 3 games a day, the Wordle connections and the mini crossword. I still like Strands. But yeah, that might have to be the summer lineup. And honestly, at that point, I think I'd make each game an individual video, a la Doug. I mean, Doug has his method. He stuck to it for as long as I watched him. The 2 games, he had Strands briefly, but beyond that, he does his thing. He's got the same thumbnail every day. He's got the same, description of the video, and that's it. So that might have to be how I proceed. But during the winter time, when I have more time, I'll definitely try and expand on the games. Then I'll pare it down as the time goes by closer to the spring. Yeah, Charles says, thanks, Michelle. Yeah, thanks for mentioning the like button. GeoWiz has been playing along with my words, just not commenting. Well, that's fine. I don't worry about too many people. Tom's a Neil Diamond fan. That's great. Sweet Caroline, among other great hits. Charles, I have my OCD tendencies, as most of you know. That's fine. Yeah. All like Stereophonics. Never made it big in America. Yeah. There's a ton of great artists. I mean, music is available for whatever kind of taste you have. I mean, no one would probably pin me as a Linkin Park's a fan, but I mean, songs like Faint and Leave It All the Rest, In the End, you could tell the pain that Chester Bennington was going through, and it came out in the music. And that's just, as a 14, 15, 16-year-old, that was one of the first CDs I had. So like, this is great music. This is very hard-hitting. And honestly, the music you listen to as a teenager kind of sticks with you for the rest of your life. I truly believe in that. GeoWiz says it's less. Okay. Royce says, I love watching strand solves, especially when no hints are being used. Yeah, I've only used 3 ever, and they've all been in the past month. And that's just a matter of trying to keep the video length down. I mean, I could easily hide the fact that I used one, but that's not something I want to do. I'll just edit the video down to the big gap I had before I used the hint. But my goal is to never use a hint. But in the respect of your time, sometimes that has to be done just to get me off the mark, right? I will use your word tomorrow. Thank you, Michelle. I don't even remember what it is right now, but I've already recorded the video, so I'm not going to give anything away. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say. Yeah. Charles says, glad you like the Leave a Light On. Okay, well, we'll see you, Charles. I think I'm ready to record my custom connections video now, so I think we'll leave it here. I'll probably do another one of these in the future. And yeah, I wish you a good night. I'll see you in about 2 hours with my videos. And, I'm hoping you're entertained. Feel free to leave a comment on this. I'll have this on the channel if there's anything you want to say after the fact. And yeah, you know what? We're saying good night, but like I said, we'll see you in a couple hours. And I'll definitely see you in the morning with the comments on the videos I'll be producing and releasing at midnight. So with that said, have a great night, everyone. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time. All right? Bye for now. Oh, hi, Quilter. Bye, Quilter. Sorry. Bye, everyone. Bye, Victor.